Hello, my name is Leonardo Oliveira. I am a project manager at the Federal Justice of Brazil. Today, I will present to you a case we developed there, open justice case of the Observatory of the Federal Judiciary. Let's take a look. The Observatory was awarded as one of the best management practices in the Federal Judiciary of 2016 and had more than 300,000 page views in its first years. As a fundamental point, we want to provide transparency to how it was developing its main projects and how it's performing regarding its strategic goals. As a context, the Federal Judiciary of Brazil is a very complex institution and has many layers and levels. The project was developed at the Council of the Federal Judiciary, and it's a huge effort to support, monitor, and communicate the work of this institution in order to make it more efficient. The observatory started 4 years ago with just one public servant and with no cost to the public administration, making use of open software. All the information is in this first index page. Let's take a look in the main features. In the home page, you find some nuggets with relevant information regarding the human resources, budget and spending, and operational results as general information of the federal courts. To bring all this data together was not an easy task. So for the project to gain traction, the support of both the political leaders and the technical and operation public servants, in all parts of the Federal Judiciary, was fundamental. While the project started with just one person, today several public servants are responsible for its maintenance, considering all data it's available today. If you click in one point, you can see much detailed information. For example, the section about financial resource, you can see a dashboard where you can play with all the data. You can filter for each region by which the Federal Judiciary is divided into, or in the year you want to see. With that, you can see the logic of the distribution of the resource per area. If you tap into the workforce section, you'll be able to see how work is divided amongst the people that work in the justice system, how many magistrates, auxiliary officers, etc. So you'll be able to filter them by a district and year and see the evolution of this data. Also, you can go to the analysis of how the institution has evolved in the last years of its operation. You can see the new, the pending, and the closed cases for every region amongst other layers of information that talk about performance. In another section, you can go through the portfolio of the approved strategic projects. You can see the name of the project, the manager with his or her picture, the status, and the level of compliance. Additional detail is provided if you click on the project, and you can find more details like the justification of the project, the scope, and some other related documents. To do analysis of the strategic goals and how the institution is operating to achieve them, there is a section that shows the level of compliance of those goals for per region. This is one important tool to understand how the institution is working and to express how they operate versus their plan, and also to generate a comparison for each region of Brazil. And if you go in each of the goals, you can see another dashboard that explains in details the levels of compliance, the resources they have spent, and the expectations for the end of this period of time. Also, the observatory changed the reference time of many judicial statistics, changing from annual reports to monthly based reports in many cases. The idea behind that was to accelerate the administration cycle, permitting the adaptation and the corrections of actions related to the strategy of the federal judiciary. To show the day-to-day work and other communications elements, the Observatory has a section with a timeline that publishes the events that have taken place, with their reports and memoirs related to them. And it also presents educational products detected to show how the institution works, like this series of animated videos that explain each goal in detail. Plus, the Observatory has a few other additional resources. For example, it gathers all the systematized information of a public survey the Federal Judiciary did in 2017 to see what were the expectations and goals that the citizen had of them. More than 13,000 people answered this survey, and all the results are available in open data format. Some other resources on issues like sustainability, governance, and innovation are presented as a way to provide some inspiration. The impact of the Observatory can be seen in several internal operations where before it was common the use of a spreadsheet over email with issues related to the version control. Today, it works as a repository of many data in its database, providing a reference space to the collection and management of our judicial data. Well, I hope this case can be helpful to you as a way to think about open justice. I'd like to invite you to play with the website and share your thoughts about it. And goodbye.